everyone, and Happy New Year! You're listening to Heaving Bosoms, the podcast where two best friends recap romance novels, make each other laugh uncontrollably, and revel in the wonder that is the romance community. This week, we have a very special episode. We had so many people complete the 2020 Heaving Bosoms Reading Embrace, and congratulations! Today is the day we embrace every single one of you. If you're hankering to do the opposite of a reading challenge, we have the 2021 Reading Embrace all ready for you on our website. I'll include the link in show notes. If you can, tag us in your posts on social media about your progress and include the hashtag HB Reading Embrace. It gives us so much joy every time we see a new book that's included on your embrace. And you can help a fellow HB out by telling them what category you shoved it into and why. So now, let's dive into the 2020 Reading Embrace HUGFEST. Here we go. Oh, hi, Erin.
Hello!
How are you on your bouncy ball?
I'm feeling like a new woman.
Are you feeling a little different?
Like a new sexy rock star sort of a
Are
lady.
you feeling sassy and fun?
I am. I was concerned that when I cut these bangs that I would look like a child or someone that plays ukuleles on the internet. No offense to any HBs that do, but it wasn't the look that I was going for.
It wasn't.
But instead, I look like a sexy, sexy rock star.
You do. Oh, Erin, you're so tousled, you know?
Except that the way that I want... Oops, I bumped my microphone. I'm sorry,
It's
everyone.
fine.
The way that I'm styling them still does show my whole forehead.
But that's okay, because you now have the freedom to do whatever you want. Oh.
It is a welcome forehead distraction if necessary.
There we go. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
When I came home from cutting my bangs,
yes,
my husband David, notable Taylor Swift superfan,
he's a Swiftie,
said, if you're trying to look more like Taylor Swift, I need you to know that I love her for her mind and her music. Just so you know. It's not him and Taylor. It's not about looks. It's deeper than that.
It's totally deeper, and he does not need you to emulate her in the bedroom. Okay.
Yeah, apparently.
He likes what you've got going on already.
Sure. His fandom for Taylor Swift is something else. Like,
it's
I've
incredible.
asked him, if Taylor came around and wanted to date you, what would happen? Like, would you leave me for her? And he's like, oh, it kind of depends. It depends. And I'm like, on what? And he's like, well, am I just another fling for her? Or is she serious? Or like, what's the deal? Like, are we going to be together? Or is it just like a one-time thing? You know, like it's going to depend. It's like, wow. He's really thought this out.
Yes.
Like he wanted to know which Taylor fantasy I was referring to.
Before he really committed to it. Wow. You know what? I'm just obsessed with that, frankly. I think it's completely wonderful. I love that when you were like, hey, David, you can get the Taylor Swift cardigan. What did he tell you? Please tell listener.
He said something to the effect of, no, you can't. The cardigan is Taylor. It's a metaphor. He's also like very deep into the like illicit affairs conspiracy theories because like Taylor has said that these two most recent albums are not about her autobiographically for the most part. They are about stories she's made up with various characters. David is not believing it for a second.
Oh my god.
He's got red yarn mapped out on bulletin boards level conspiracy theories about because he just feels like these songs are more from the heart than many of her recent songs.
I hear you.
How could it just be fictional characters? Because they're so raw.
Because they're just like the emotion just pumps out of them. Wow.
He was in the top 1% of Taylor Swift listeners for 2020 in his like Spotify wrap up.
No, he wasn't.
He listened to more Taylor Swift than 99% of Spotify listeners. Him and HB Blair.
Wow. I really sort of want to figure out a way, like, can we set up a Zoom call between Blair and David and
to talk about Taylor Swift? No, he would totally emotionally shut down. He would never talk to a stranger about his love for Taylor Swift. And he's not verbose about it. It'll just be like a small comment like, this song can't be written about somebody else. This is from the heart. And then he'll like disappear into it. You know, like he doesn't have like conversations about it. It's just like small little snippets.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Man, do you think that he would accept an embrace from Taylor Swift?
I think he would accept an embrace from Taylor Swift. Do you want to embrace some people? Because it's the HB Reading Embrace Day.
Pew, pew, pew. Woo, woo, woo. Erin, I have been working out my shoulders and my arms. I've been warming up
embrace
all day. I'm ready to
do an embrace.
Oh yeah. I exfoliated my chest parts so that I can cradle listener into my bosom.
I know that I say this a lot to you, but like, you're a weirdo. You're weird. You're weird.
Well, I'm your weirdo, so this is how you designed your life. Wow.
Yep, and I'm yours. Okay. All right. So if you are new to the HB Reading Embrace, this is what it is.
Yes.
Every year, around this time of year, there are reading challenges.
So many
put
challenges.
out by various, stores, organizations, blogs, clubs, that kind of thing in Romancelandia that are like, read, like the romance bingo. And then people try to accomplish them, and then it gets very stressful.
And then it's so stressful.
Or like even just like your Goodreads, like what's your Goodreads reading goal? Like you want to read 300 books, and people are too ambitious. And then if you're like us, HBs, which I think you are, it just gets stressful, and it turns the thing that you love into a thing that stresses you out.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we were thinking about making a reading challenge, and then what we decided to do was instead make a reading embrace, which embraces everyone, whether they're good at it or bad at it.
It's much more our style.
Yes. So what we do is we list 20 categories that are completely arbitrary and nonsensical from things we've said on the podcast over the year. There are themes of our podcast, something like that. And then you can fit the books that you're probably already reading this year into those categories. And they can be very stupidly tangentially related to the categories. You could read one book and fit it into all of the categories if you want, as long as you have some kind of reason why it goes into all of them. And then at the end of the year, we embrace you for doing it. So let's do the categories first. This year's category, and then we'll tell you kind of like what the most popular things were for the categories.
Yes.
The first category was abs, dick.
Yeah.
You might remember from the Western we read. What was it? Eyes of Silver, Eyes of Gold.
That's the one.
Because he came out of the house just with his abs all wrapped up and just his dick hanging out. The consensus for that category, there was none. It was like all over the place. There were no two books mentioned twice, it seems like, for abs, dick. You know why? Because every book we read has abs and dicks in them for the most part.
Absolutely.
I was surprised, however, the number of female books that people listed in this category.
I fucking loved. I loved
no
it.
Dicks at all.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Oh, favorite. Do that, you guys. Do whatever the fuck you want.
Whatever you want. Next category is competency boner, which is something we say when somebody's really good at their job in a romance novel, and you get a boner because they're so competent. The two books that we saw all over the place for competency boner were Red, White, and Royal Blue.
Yeah.
And Love Lettering by Kate Claiborne, which I have not read. Have you read Love Lettering?
No, I haven't read it. It's in my Kindle, and our hiatus that's one of the books I'm reading. I'm very excited about it.
It must feature some very smart people because it was a really commonly chosen one for competency boner and also intellectualism, which we'll get to. Dueling, bring it back.
Dueling, bring it back. Hashtag dueling, bring it back.
Hashtag dueling, bring it back. Hashtag bring back dueling. That comes from our episode on the Duke and I, hashtag Bridgerton, where we decided that we should bring back dueling.
You should bring it back. Yeah.
Because it allows the men that have toxic masculinity and misogynistic views on things to take each other out in a duel.
Take them out of the
and
gene
then we
pool.
don't have to deal with them anyway. It'll thin the herd when it comes to toxic masculinity. The books that people read for that category were predominantly Chasing Cassandra by Lisa Kleypas, which was, I think, her newest. I have
no idea. So
in that series, we are reading The Devil in Winter this year, which I think is in the same series.
Cool.
Soon we're reading. And also Well Met by Jen DeLuca, which I thought was funny because it's about Renaissance fairs and jousting, which is dueling. Also, a lot of people read hockey books for dueling Bring It Back, which I thought was funny because of hockey fights.
I thought there was also a Kate Claiborne book that was used for dueling, but I can't remember it now.
Probably.
Anyway.
You guys, we got like literally hundreds of. A lot of this episode is going to be reading names.
Yeah, and we'll let you know.
Sorry, not sorry.
You know. Yeah,
but we got a lot of participants.
And we're going to embrace everybody because we love every listener.
Yeah, we love all of you. Yeah. Next category is Faye's Bay, which was related to our 20-part series on A Court of Schmerv and Schmerbers. And guess what people read?
What?
People only read Akomath for that. And also House of Earth and Blood, which I think might be her newest. Is that the case?
I think so.
That's not the Nesta book, though.
No, that's Silver and Flames.
Oh, yeah. Flames of Silver and bitches. Flames of Silver and being a lazy ass shitty
and I refuse to chop that wood.
For framed doors and hardwood floors. I know you had one that you liked. Yeah, and boastful hardwood floors. Yes. Do you want to hear it? No, let's explain. This is just the explainer part of it. Right? Okay. And then we're going to, then aren't we going to do answers for each one? What were the most popular books in the categories is what I'm saying. Okay. So, Framed Drawers and Hardwood Boastful Floors was from our episode on Bully because that author could not stop talking about how there were French doors in that girl's house. It was mentioned 30-something times throughout the novel, which was at least once every 10 pages. Yeah. And also she dyed her friend's hair on her boastful hardwood floors. I thought what was interesting was what people went one of two ways. People went either in the direction of they like read a book that had a fancy house in it. Right. So there was a lot of red, white, and royal blue for this one. Rebel by Beverly Jenkins was popular. Like anything that had like a huge manor or like beautiful home. But also there was a lot of Fix Her Up. Yes. By Tessa Bailey and that series, which is all about like home renovations and carpenters and stuff. Right. And also a lot of 99% Mine by Sally Thorne, because that's also about a house renovation. So I thought that was neat. I don't think I would have been smart enough to do a house renovation book for, like, that's smart. Good job. Good job. Okay. You. Frogs comes from that book we read. I can't even look at you without thinking about it. We read a book that had, it was during Napoleonic Wars times.
It's a post-Napoleonic Wars times.
Sometimes in the wars, when there's lesbians, and they talked about how they kept almost getting killed by frogs, and I didn't realize that they meant French people. Like in the war with England for like a lot of that book. So I thought that there were large deadly frogs that were coming after these people.
I mean, so first of all, technically frogs used in that way is a slur because it's on like the minor level of slurs, I think. We learned promptly after because we are hot dummies and had never heard that before, I guess. Sorry. Yeah, so frogs can be taken literally any way you want because we had no idea what it was. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And that was the book that was written by either a time traveler or... No, it was just written by a time traveler. Because it used so much vernacular of the times that it was unreadable. Wow. By us. By us. Dummies. Many other people liked it. Where am I? Oh, so... A really popular book in this is a book that I haven't read, My Fake Rake by Eva Lee. Yeah. And I don't know why. I don't know if it takes place in France. I have no idea. I don't know if there's frogs in it or not, but that was by far the most popular book for this category. Also, a lot of people read Rebel by Beverly Jenkins, I think because of the French heritage of the... No, there's also literal frogs. Isn't there that two-headed frog in Rebel? Oh, do you remember that? We talked about it on the episode. I suggested that everybody use Rebel by Beverly Jenkins, and many of the HBs, turns out they listen to us. All I can think of is there was a brother named, like,
Jacques or something.
Oh, yeah.
And you kept doing like a really obnoxious French accent during the episode, and that's all I could think of. So that's why I thought that maybe they read it. Okay. I feel like I'm talking way too much, but also I have the outline, so sorry.
I have
HBs.
the outline too. I have it right in front of me.
Like,
do you want me to do it? Okay, HB author.
I can do HB author. Favorite category, HB authors, where we make you read the fabulous books of HB authors.
That's right.
A lot of you read Rebel Carter books, who is one of our favorite HBs.
Yeah, and she's got a big backlist. So like we said like various Rebel Carter books because there was not a single one that came out, which was very cool. Right. I love seeing that.
A lot of people read the holiday series by Erin McClellan.
Yeah.
Who is also my real life friend. So that really like touched my heart. Stocking Stuffers was the most popular, but some people read Clean Break by her as well. The Tempting series by Sarah Whitney.
Oh, the Tempting series by Sarah Whitney.
Before she was famous.
It's true.
She came on our show before she was famous.
That's right.
Which is like something I'm always going to like feel makes us cooler.
I hear you. Yeah, we helped discover.
I don't know that we helped discover.
I tried so hard and I couldn't do it.
America helped discover her. But we did like know her.
We knew her before romance.
Before
entered,
she was
like,
famous.
Yeah. And before Heaving Bosoms and before all of this. So
yes, that's true too. So her Tempting series, I think it's 4 books now, maybe?
Yeah. The 5th one's coming out at some point.
Books. People read in her Tempting series. Yeah. Go to her Goodreads. Check out her books. And also the debut novel by our own Blair Lee. What Comes After. Yeah. A lot of people read.
I loved seeing all those.
And then several authors who we are honored people thought of as HBs.
Oh my God.
The authors we have mentioned are real HB. Like, I don't mean like, you get what I'm saying. Like, are real, like, are like,
they're up and comers
friends that we have.
Or they were up and comers when we like knew them.
Yes. Or we know them in real life.
That's right.
But people are like, we read Katie Robert, who is an HB, and we're like, oh, girl.
And then my head exploded.
We read a Christina Lauren book, and they're HBs.
And my head exploded again.
We read Jenny Norbeck, who is an HB. We're like, Jenny Norbeck is a wicked wallflower.
She has the head of her own coven. But you know what? She is also an HB.
And, girl, Talia Hibbert, people put in the HB author category. Can you fucking believe
it? And my head exploded! I mean, granted, they're not insane. There is precedence.
All of those people do listen to the podcast.
They have told us they listen, and, there's, like, evidence of it on the internet and stuff.
It makes me lose my mind when people say it.
Anyway, I love seeing all of them. Yep.
No. Melody, I don't know if you know this, because I went through all these last night. So Katie Robert, famous celebrity Katie Robert, did the Embrace.
I know!
And read a Talia Hibbert book in the HB author category.
Like, holy shit!
Like double celebrity.
Katie, we love you
Mario,
so much.
When you get like the big mushroom that makes you double extra big. That's what it felt like to read that.
It's so true.
All right. Next category. Herbs. That's when you skip stuff in a book because it's just Claire mixing up herbs for her herbal remedies.
Making those penicillins.
And like one's fucking her at all. There's nothing in sight. Plot-wise, she's just smushing those herbs up. Okay.
So we had a lot of witch books. Lots of witch books. I loved seeing all the Adriana Herrera.
Yes. Because of like, it was like her American Schmurfer series.
The American Dreamer series.
American Dreamers was a lot.
It's food truck. It's centered around food trucks.
And spices.
And yeah, lots of food books. There was a Sonali Dev, some Mariana Zapata. I didn't see that one.
A lot of people put Look Up with Love in this category because they skimmed a lot of things. It was really cute too. A lot of people put a book in this category and then felt like even if they didn't explain their other categories,
they had to explain this one.
Felt the need to be like, I'm not putting this in here because I skipped a lot of it. I'm putting it in here because she made a pie, or something like that, because they didn't want to offend any authors, which is funny.
Well, it's very nice.
I think Lukov with Love went in there because we said we herbsed a lot of it. because
I didn't herbs any of Lukov. I don't think. I'll have to listen to the episodes again. But I read that bitch, so I liked it.
I read it.
I liked it.
I did flip a little bit of the in-betweens, but...
But that's only because we're on deadline and it's 800,000 pages.
Like 600-page books, you guys. We only get a week. Okay. I'm a Waitress, which was from our dalliance into the Sookie Stockhouse world last year. A lot of people read The Bride Test.
I love that.
The heroine was a waitress at her family's restaurant.
I think so. Yeah.
A lot of people read that. And then a lot of people had the same books that they had for herbs, like a lot of Adriana Herrera as well, and a lot of Pride, Prejudice, and Other Flavors by Sonali Dev. A lot of Tika Chance on Me by Salika Snyder. A lot of those books as well.
Yes.
Okay. Intellectualism in 2020, which was our goal to be.
And we nailed it. I don't know if you heard that pleasure episode, but fuck you guys, we nailed it.
We nailed it. We did research. We Googled things, all kinds of stuff. So that had pretty much all the same things as the competency boner. Like those were pretty interchangeable as to what people read. Except for in this one, there was a lot of Take a Hint, Danny Brown, which I still haven't read.
Oh, God, you have to. It's so
Is one of them like a science or something?
She is an academic. She studies misogynoir in post-slavery England, I think, or something like that.
Sure. Yeah, that sounded really smart, what you said. So I'm sure intellectualism fits.
Yeah, it's so good. You have to read it. The heroine is a witchy academic.
Ooh, a witchy academic.
Yeah. Big witch academic. And the hero is this beautiful ex-rugby player cinnamon roll who has really bad anxiety, and she deals with it so beautifully in the text. It's just lovely. Anyway,
there's so many books I need to read during our hiatus time, and I don't even get to every one of them. We can't do them all for the episode because people recommended other books. Why did you recommend all these other books we have to read? Okay, so the next two categories, which are Keeping a Badass and Lady Love, people pretty much just used as a wild card because almost every romance novel you can say is a lady love or a Keeping a Badass. So there was no consensus, except that a lot of people read lesbian or two lady books for lady love.
Yeah,
so there was
Celestial
a lot of
Mechanics showed up a lot in this category. Yeah.
And a lot of Once Ghosted, Twice Shy by Alyssa Cole as well. Because I think did that come out in 2020? Because if it did, that blows my mind.
No. Okay, that was 2019. Okay. No, that was 2019.
I was like, was that new this year? Because it was so long ago.
Yeah. Oh, but also Keeping a Badass was a lot of like, post-apocalyptic or sci-fi fantasy or whatever.
A lot of paranormal in that one.
A lot of paranormal, where the heroine's
Polaris
just
Rising
like
showed up a lot.
Kicking ass. Yeah.
Octopus Tentacles was overwhelmingly Josh and Hazel's guide to not dating.
But also...
of Hazel. The Sea Witch by Katie Robert. For obvious reasons, because someone does get fucked real good with a tentacle.
That's right. Tentacle dildo play. Tentacle dildos all over the place. She's the Sea Witch and she leaned into it. Oh boy.
The big winners in One True Chris, the next category, were authors that have Chris in their name. So a lot of Christina Laurens were read. A lot of Andy J. Christophers were read. And then a lot of books that authors said, what?
No. Also, Andy J. Christopher, like, she agrees with me that the One True Chris is Chris Evans. And she talks about him all the time. No. And so... Okay. Yay, she also has that fits for the One True Chris because some of her heroes are definitely inspired by the One True Chris. So,
and then I was going to say that also books that happen to be inspired by various Chris's were used.
Yes,
like Tika Chance on Me was a popular one for that one.
Yeah.
Pleasure Barge.
A
lot of people this year were like, what is Pleasure Barge from? When did they say Pleasure Barge? What is this category?
Yeah.
Do you want to explain?
Oh, of course I will. The Pleasure Barge is from Akashmerv. It's particularly the second Akashmerv, the Akamaf one. Where they go to summer court and it is tits out for summer and the summer High Lord takes them on that boat, and it is a pleasure barge, and they eat, and they do a lot of eye fucking each other, and it's nice.
So a lot of people did read Akamath for this once they figured out or they already knew what the pleasure barge inspiration was.
Yeah.
But A Worthy Opponent by Katie Robert was also a high score in this one, because that's the Hook and Tink book in her villain series. Also, Heart of Blood and Ashes by Milla Vane was a popular one, and I don't know why. Have you listened to Fated Mates talk about this book?
No, I haven't yet, because I could not add another book to my list. And so I was like, I can't do it.
All Jen and Sarah talk about these days.
I know.
On Twitter, on their show, in person.
I know.
Wherever you find Sarah and Jen, they are talking about this book.
I know.
The Heart of Blood and Ashes. And I want to read it more than anything.
Well, it's also Sarah Hawley's favorite. Milla Vane is her favorite author ever. And they just did an episode on Wicked Wallflowers where Sarah got to talk to Milla Vane. And like, that's a lady love on its own.
I don't have to. It's long. It's a long boy. And I don't have time to read it during our hiatus.
It is.
And so that makes me want to do an episode of it. But if we do an episode on it, are we cheating? Are we cheating? Are we stealing ideas? Are we cheating? Are they going to get mad at us because they did an episode on it?
I mean, I think also it's hard because our show, we try not to do new releases because we want people to have a chance to read them on their own
read them. That's
before
true.
we recap it. So like, I would want to wait a couple of years before we did Take a Hint, Danny Brown. I would want to wait a couple of years before we do My Fake Rake or
fair enough
those kind of books. So I would need to know when Heart of Blood and Ashes came out, and then maybe we do it next year.
It's new for 2020 because the Bates talked about it in their 2020 wrap up.
It's not even going to be 2021.
I can't read it.
No, you absolutely can read it, my friend.
I don't have time, Melody. If I don't read it for the podcast, I can't read it.
Yeah, maybe late 2021. But I want people to experience it on their own and then come for our dumb.
See, I didn't
antics.
even have that thought. My thought was I don't want to be a copycat and do what all the other podcasts are doing, but I just want to read it.
Listen, we didn't do a fucking one Bridgerton book before #Bridgertons came out. So like, we're not those ladies, all right?
No, wait, we did the Duke and I. That was like our 5th episode or something.
Yeah, forever ago, before the Netflix was even
in you're saying like we're the OGs, we're the cool ones.
Yeah,
that's what you're saying?
Yeah. We talked about that goddamn rape scene before anybody else.
As if it was even our idea. Somebody like recommended. It was our very first recommendation.
Yeah, it was
the Duke and I. Okay. Next we have Queen Bird.
Queen Bird. Please explain Queen Bird to us because it's such a good game.
Queen Bird is our favorite game.
Yes.
Is my favorite game. Has become Melody's favorite game as well.
Yes.
Where if you're in a crowd, you know when you have like crowd watching games where you can, like maybe if 2 people are sitting together on a subway, you can talk about how they met and what their relationship is. Like funny things like that. Queen Bird is identifying the person in the crowd who is the queen bird.
Yes.
Gender doesn't matter.
Nope.
Anyone can be a queen bird. And they have to have hollow bones, which can
there are
mean
4
anything.
Categories that you must fit.
Are there 4? I thought there were 3.
No, hollow bones, plumage, beaks,
plumage, beak.
And... oh, shit. Are there only
there's 3, Mel.
Oh, no. It is your game.
So, like, hollow bones can be like somebody is fragile,
right?
Or maybe somebody looks like they might be able to fly because they're light.
Sure.
Or like somebody is small. Hollow bones can mean many things.
Hollow bones can also be like we
said something.
Yeah. Somebody was super dumb. Yeah.
So they didn't have anything in their skull. Plumage can be like anything, can be a personality, can be dance moves, can be bright colors that they're wearing.
Mm-hmm.
And then they must have a beak, which is something sharp on them, which can be like pointy shoes,
sure,
or a jewelry, or
their
glasses.
Sharp tongue has been used in the past.
Sharp wit, or a tongue.
They'll beak you right up.
Queen birds tend to be noticeable in a crowd.
That's right.
We identified in Lukov with Love.
Yes.
The Ivan Lukov in his like
he's the queen bird.
What was he like had a Chiquita banana outfit that he wore?
Yes.
And then he kept like breaking bones and stuff.
No.
Identified him.
Hollow bones was because he was so strong.
He could jump so high.
Yeah, that he jumps like the highest in the land, and he does like quartets or what do you call them?
Quadruples.
Quadruples is the one. Yeah. Because he's got thighs of goddamn steel, so he had those hollow bones.
But heavy balls. But
boy,
anyway,
he was so strong he could lift those balls, those big clackers.
As a queen bird, and you guys mostly read Lukov with love for queen bird, which is great. Smoke show is a word that I think a lot of international HBs did not know. It's from our Cole episode. Cole likes to say that women are hot or people are hot by using the word smoke show, which I called him out for being kind of a douchey word, and it became a big joke.
Yeah.
But a lot of people read like books that had to do with fire or smoke for smoke show instead of just being with a hot person, like abs, dick.
Which I love.
So like the Blood and Ashes book was read a lot. Books that involved dragons were read often. How to Date Your Dragon by Molly Harper was read several times. Hot Shot by Kristen Callahan was a funny one, I thought. Feast of Sparks by Sierra Simone was, I thought, a very creative one for smoke show. A lot of fire and smoke. The clear winner for traditional Highlander finger banging was Mangoes and Mistletoe by Adriana Herrera.
Well, fucking deserved.
Even before we talked about it on the podcast as being, like, this was read for traditional Highlander finger banging back in January of 2020. So, inspired, guys. Inspired. Wow. And then also back to the source, Winna Scott Ties the Knot, which is where we found our first man that played a lady like a bag. And then finally, last and least, your faves are problematic. A lot of people read more Katie Robert, her Taboo series, which his best friend.
I actually don't think any of them are problematic, but I see why people would say that.
Yeah, your dad will do. Is it Your Dad Will Do? Is that right?
Oh, Your Dad Will Do, and also the new one coming out that I just read the arc of, and it's oh my goodness, is
I haven't gotten the chance yet.
My Dad's Best Friend. Oof. Oh boy.
Taboo. Cressley Cole was featured predominantly in this category. Penelope Douglas also featured predominantly. J.R. Ward. Midnight Sun.
That's right.
Poked its head up several times. Sookie Stackhouse and Her Folksy Ways. And also several O'Malley's books were read for this, which is my personal fave is problematic. Katie Robert. I love those O'Malleys.
Love them.
I love how they kidnap people. I love how they murder.
That's
I love them.
So now we're going to da-da-da-da.
These are the
come into my bosom. I exfoliated.
Come into our décolletage. You have completed the Reading Embrace. You have read somewhere between 0 and 20 books this year.
That's right.
And emailed us
or
about
even more.
It. So the first person to email us that they had finished the Reading Embrace was Roxanne L. And she just wrote us an email that said, the Outlander series for all categories, and then did not tell us how the Outlander series television
January
books,
2nd, 2020.
We don't know. Roxanne? She did not tell us how it fit into all categories.
Nope.
She just one sentence email. Roxanne L., you are embraced.
You did it.
Wow.
Did it. Yeah, you are. Roxanne L., you are an overachiever, and I love it.
And an underachiever.
Man, doesn't that just fit with Heaving Bosoms so much?
Come into my bosom.
Gosh. All right, Holly E.
January 23rd.
Yeah, Holly E. of the Wildly Tarot podcast, which everyone should be listening to because it's such an absolute delight. And they're doing a book. They're doing a History of Tarot book.
Oh, yes.
Oh, my God.
Wait. I'm so excited.
I can't wait until we find out those pre-order situations.
When does our podcast get book deal?
I'm ready. I am
book deal
ready.
We can write book.
We will write book.
You guys, listen. You listening to us, you probably think we're big dummies, but we're secretly average intelligent women,
but also funny.
Funny. We can do it. We'll get an editor, you guys.
We would give good book. You know,
we would give great book.
Yeah.
Do you have book deal? Give us book deal. All right. So,
so Holly E.
emailed us on January 23rd with all the categories filled in with actual books that she had actually read between January 1st and January 23rd. 20 books. And asked several times if she was first, and then said that she had never been more proud of any of her life accomplishments. So that's right. Congratulations. Holly E.
Yeah. She also posted in the cult so that, and she has been an Embrace mentor throughout this whole year.
Yeah,
and frankly,
guiding
last
people,
year
shepherding people through their Embrace. Yes.
Gosh, what a delight.
Next up, Catherine C.
Great job,
We embrace
Catherine.
you. Good job. Becky D.
Becky D. Hey, girl.
Who emailed us fourth and wrote in all caps several times, am I the winner? Am I the winner? Not that there's a winner, but am I? Thinking that she had been first. You were not, Becky D.
But you still are the winner of our hearts.
Yeah. And Becky only used LGBTQ and authors of color, LGBTQ authors and authors of color to complete her Embrace, which was nice.
It's amazing. That was actually a challenge that she gave to herself last year. And she decided she wanted to put her money where her mouth is. And I love it.
And she accomplished it within like 30 days of the Embrace. Bridget V.
Bridget V. We love you.
We embrace you. Amber T. Come into our bosoms. Katarina M. We would like to slowly caress your cheek with our thumb.
That's right. And also, thank you for the lovely email. There were so many people that sent like really, really wonderful emails to go along.
Really lovely emails, very personal emails that we're not sure if we're allowed to read on the show.
We don't want to read them because we didn't get your permission.
We didn't get your permission. We could have, but then we didn't in time. Right. And here we are recording. So we want to thank you for your beautiful emails.
Seriously. Going through them today, I was like just a very inspired crying mess.
Yes.
Anyway.
Speaking of emails.
Oh, hello, hey, Jadine. Hey, girl.
On January 1st, 2020, we received an email from Jadine T.
Yes.
That was a partially completed reading Embrace. Then we received a second email from Jadine T saying, whoops, that was a draft email of the email I will eventually send.
That's right.
Someday I will send you the real email with all the things filled in. Guys, if you're drafting an email, never put anything in the to line. That's what you do last. If you accidentally press send, nothing happens.
But also, Jadine, it was so charming and wonderful, and it gave us so much joy in our hearts knowing that somebody was already working on the Embrace. And
very endearing.
Thank you. Frankly,
you would have been first had you cheated, but you weren't because you did it right. Then you sent us a real email on August 31st, and we embrace you.
We embrace you.
So for abs dick.
Yeah.
She used Black Tie Billionaire by Naima Simone. Actually, she used that for a lot of categories. It says, Shay explores Gideon's body, his corrugated ladder of abs, the delineated ridges of his stomach. His erection is described as proud, beautiful, and perfect, and this happens on page 45. So there you go, HB.
Goddess bless Naima Simone and Jadine. Goddess bless both of you.
Way to point that out for us.
Yeah.
Hey, Jen R.
Hey, girl.
Way to get it in on time.
Hey, Jen. Hey, oh, my gosh. Hashtag done. Hashtag you did it.
You emailed us.
Great job, Jen. You are getting embraced.
Whew. Kara F., who, I just put this for you, who for Tits Out. Tits Out was not in our list of categories. I missed it.
Yeah, neither was Faye's Bay.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
We read all the Akko Schmervs. Everybody read Akko Schmervs.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. I missed Tits Out.
Yeah, Tits Out was in there.
Tits Out was in one of them. Anyway, sorry. She read Ceremony of Seduction by Cassie Ryan, which takes place on an alien planet that is fueled by sexual energy, which means that everyone has their tits out all the time. And I just put that in there so that I could flag it for you.
So that you can make sure I get it on my Kindle immediately? Is that what you're
sounds
saying?
Very you.
It's so me!
Thanks, Kara F.
Next up, we have Christine, who is... No. We have Christine, who's Mary. How do we... Mary in the cult?
She's Mary in the cult.
Yeah.
Christine, but Mary.
Yeah.
Christine/Mary.
Christine/Mary. Oh my gosh. You know what? You said, did it? Just trust me. XOXO. And you know what? XOXO back to you, babe.
We trust you.
You're embraced.
You're embraced.
You're the best.
Leanne, our
resident bear lover.
And dogs Australian lover. We love you. We embrace you.
We embrace
Thank you for your embrace.
That's right.
Barbie H sent us a delightful email.
Barbie, seriously, thank you for your email. It was wonderful. Thank you.
Do you have anything to say about Lauren Connolly?
Do I have anything to say about Lauren Connolly? Oh yeah, I do. Because this was truly inspired. And I without her permission, but I'm assuming she's fine with it.
There's no way she would not give us permission to read this.
I'm going to read her whole email because it is incredible. Lauren Connolly, HB author.
HB author.
She was on a lot of the HB authorness. She had got her first like official book deal from a publisher recently, and that's like a big wow. That's a nice thing to come out of 2020. But for the Reading Embrace this year, I give you the brilliance of Lauren Connolly. Hi, Erin and Melody. I've read a lot of amazing romance novels this year, so I have no end of material to choose from for the Reading Embrace. However, I would instead like to devote every single 2020 embrace I have to the movie The Mummy.
Which isn't a book. It's not a book.
I love it so much. I've likely watched this movie at least once a year since it first released. I remember my brother and I geeking out over the action and gore when we were teenagers. One time, my best friend from college and I avoided being social by hiding out in a hotel room and drinking orange juice mixed with coconut rum. Oh, been there.
That sounds awful.
Oh, and gushing over Evie and Rick's perfect chemistry. That's just smart. When the pandemic hit, the same friend and I did a long-distance watch party of The Mummy and The Mummy Returns to deal with the isolation. Then Melody and Katie Robert did a recap, and I couldn't have been happier. This movie is perfection, and I will connect it to each of these categories utilizing sound, irrefutable logic, while also providing images and YouTube clips to support my points.
She did, too.
God, she sourced it, and I love her so much. All right, abs, dick. There is a picture of shirtless Emotep, and it says, tug that skirt down, and you get the dick. I'm obsessed. Competency boner. It is, in fact, a picture of Evie winning the race on camelback to the Lost City. And it says, Evie, need I say more? Dueling, bring it back. Okay, sorry. I had to dive into The Mummy Returns for this one, just because it is the best duel. And she sent a YouTube link. Faye is Bae, Emotep, and Anaxunamun. We got some magical love going on here. Mm-hmm. And she's right.
There is magic.
French doors, boastful floors. Look at Rick handling those doors. I think it's when he bursts in. It's amazing. Yep. Ooh, frogs. When Emotep came back, he brought all the plagues with him. That includes frogs, right?
It does.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does, Lauren.
It does.
HB author. Now this is a stretch, and I love it. According to the internet, Stephen Sommers wrote the script for The Mummy. I do not dispute this. Thank you, Lauren. I'm so glad you're not throwing some fake news at us. However, I'm certain he knew one day Heaving Bosoms would exist and be the perfect, enduring audience for this movie. And so, like Emotep knew he would at one point reunite with his love Anaxunamun in the future. So, did Stephen Sommers know his script would one day unite with the HBs, making him an HB author? Herbs. Whenever the scarab scene comes on, she has to hide behind a throw pillow.
So she herbses it?
Movie version of herbsing. I'm a waitress. And she sent a YouTube clip of Evie going, I am a librarian.
Okay.
Intellectualism in 2020. I feel like she threw some shade here, and I love it.
At us?
I feel like your all's pursuit of intellectualism in 2020 was similar to Evie's attempt to shelf books in the beginning of the movie.
That's so mean, Lauren.
You're trying. It just doesn't always work out the way you hope.
How dare you? How dare you? Go listen to that pleasure episode. How dare you?
Oh, it's so funny. What comedy gold. All right, keeping a badass. Sometimes to save your man and your brother from a deadly sandstorm, you need to make out with the embodiment of evil. Mm-hmm. Keep being a badass, Evie.
Yep.
Lady love. This entire movie is a lady love. Octopus tentacles. Thought this one was going to trip me up, didn't you? Well.
We didn't challenge you with this, Lauren.
I love the inner monologue that she crafts throughout this.
We're not a participant
dialogue
in this
that we have with her. Oh, I dig it. Where is she going to find octopus tentacles in the middle of the desert? Ye of little faith. When they first open the sarcophagus, Rick and Jonathan say the mummy is still juicy. Juicy equals slimy. Oh, yes. Tentacles are slimy. It's true. Well, also by I think a third of the way through the movie, Rick secretly wants to wrap all of his tentacles around Evie and never let go. And I love that about him.
Wait, is that just Melody? You're not even reading the email right now.
I'm sorry, that was my...
That's just you?
I'm just interjecting.
You can't give your own justifications. We're reading Lauren's email.
I'm so sorry. Weirdo. Okay. All right. One true Chris. I am convinced that Rick is just a nickname for Christopher. You can't tell me that Rick O'Connell doesn't give off one true Chris vibes.
He does.
And then she included that picture of Brendan Fraser doing like the tiny eyebrow up that's on the shirt that says the mummy.
So hot.
Like, how about the daddy or something like that. All right. Pleasure barge. The boat ride they take is very pleasurable. Okay, yes, everything caught on fire, but you could just say that things started to heat up. Am I right? Yes, Lauren, you are right.
If there's a boat in it, people used it for pleasure barge. I think it counts.
I think so too. Queen Bird, Anaxunamun, is the Empress Bird. She's right.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
She's right. Smoke show. Ardith Bay can get it all day, every day, and she is correct. Yes, he can be the protector of my heart and my vagina anytime. All right, tits out. And then she included a picture of Anaxunamun in that mesh thing. And it says, gold painted tits out. Oh, it's so good. Traditional Highlander finger banging. Imhotep couldn't keep his hands to himself. He totally banged up Anaxunamun's gold makeup with his fingers. It's true. Traditional Egyptian finger banging, some might say.
Finger bang like an Egyptian.
That's right. And finally, your faves are problematic. Imhotep is a hottie with a body. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, he regenerated that body by murdering up a bunch of people. Not cool, man. I'd still hit that, though. Well, I hope you all feel as fully embraced as I do. Thanks for such a great year. Listen, we can skip all the niceties. That's really nice, though. Thank you for being so sweet.
Thank you,
and
Lauren
wonderful.
C. We embrace you. Yeah. We salute you. Thank you. That was an endeavor.
Oh.
All right. Emily N. We embrace you.
Emily Ann, we embrace you.
She, instead of a book for Lady Love, recommended the podcast We Will Get Past This, which is a 3 to 10 minute slice of loveliness, she says, with the fantastic Sandy Toksvig, which I hope I'm pronouncing that right, where she calmly discusses overlooked women in history. Ooh. And it's full of positivity and calmingness. So I wanted to extend that to everybody else.
I love that.
Let's see. Meredith H. We embrace you.
We embrace you.
She, for her One True Chris category, read a Captain America fanfic called This You Protect. So I just wanted to say that in case anyone wants to seek that bad boy out.
There you go.
Emily F. sent us an email about her unapologetic love for Edward Cullen and used Midnight Sun for her faves are problematic. But honestly, it was a really long email about all the reasons why she loves Edward Cullen and understands why it's a problem.
Yeah,
which was really fun to read.
Oh. You're a sweetheart, Emily F.
Yes. Stephanie VB. Mm-hmm. We embrace you.
We embrace
you. Love you. We embrace you.
That's right.
Ellie F. We embrace you.
Mm-hmm.
Come into our bosoms.
Come into our bosoms.
Tara S. Embraced.
Oh, hello, Tara S.
Erin P. We embrace you.
That's right.
I want to note that she read a book called The Wicked King by Holly Black for frogs. Because they literally ride giant toads in that book.
They ride giant toads.
Great find, Erin P.
Wow.
Good job. Emma S.
Emma S. This was a goddamned work of art. Emma S. We embrace you so much.
Embrace you. We commend you. We embrace you.
She was getting her master's in the teaching of Latin, she said. And so she used Latin poetry and texts.
All the assigned Latin books that she had to read for her master's.
And it
fit into our batshit category.
It was a dissertation on its own. I just want to read one of them because it was so good. Okay, for abs, dick. She said, Ovid's Fausti is a book about the calendar, sort of. It's a poem describing different Roman holidays and why they exist. One particular festival includes a story about Hercules cross-dressing. He is mistaken for a woman, and a satyr tries to assault him, only to be smacked by Hercules' club. That's his dick, right? That's the date. Right?
Probably.
Wow.
Good job.
Emma S. Wow. You're amazing.
Okay. Ellen A. sent us an email saying that she completed the Embrace like way early, but then forgot to send it to us until we mentioned it again on the show last week, which I thought was very HB energy. Leah G., we embrace you.
Oh, wait. Ellen also had a good one for Pleasure Barge.
Okay.
She said, intercepted by Alexa Martin, because reading it was like one long cruise on a pleasure barge with my BFFs. Also, Gavin, a dreamboat, but extra big and sexy, a.k.a. Pleasure Barge. That's how you do it,
man
friends.
Himself with a pleasure barge. That's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
A dreamboat equals a pleasure barge.
That's right.
I'm about to show you another way how you do it. But Leah G. read Check Please, book 1, for tits out because there were no tits in that book. It's a male book series because there's no tits in it. So tits are right out.
Tits are out.
None.
Get out of here. It's so good.
Kate LB, we salute you. We embrace you. For the one true Chris,
yes.
She read The Art of Seducing a Naked Werewolf by Molly Harper. Because there are pine trees in Alaska where the book takes place, pine trees equal Chris Pine.
The one true Chris.
The one true Chris. That is how it's done.
That's how you do
it. Megan L., we embrace you.
Megan.
She read this year The Thief by J.R. Ward, and once she read it, she realized she had read it before, so she put it in the herbs category because she must have herbsed it the first time.
That's so good.
All right. Katie M., we embrace you. We salute you.
Thank you for including Strange Love for traditional Highlander finger banging, Katie. Thank you.
Because Xylar had all those holes.
That's right. He got finger banged right up.
Katrina T., listen. You're one of my faves that is problematic. Listen. She wrote in her email that she couldn't find books for 2 of the categories, so she just crossed them out and pretended they didn't exist. We will later read a list of people who started the Embrace and didn't finish it. Listen, we're putting you here because you had the balls to just be like, I finished it, and pretended 2 of them didn't exist. Great job, Katrina T. You were embraced.
All right, Rebecca D.
We embrace you.
Are embraced. Erin V.
Come into our bosoms.
That's right.
We embrace you. Michelle L. We embrace you. I also want to say that you have the same name as a very severe, and I'm sorry, I have to say this. You have the same name.
You have the floor.
Very severe and very strict master sergeant who I served with in the Army, and every time I see your name in the cult, I think, oh my God, she's here. Every time I think, oh no, she's in the cult and she knows. Every single time I think that she's here and she's spying on me in the cult.
There you go.
Michelle L.,
you make her poop herself every once in a while.
Every time. Or I think that I'm on my personal Facebook and I've accidentally posted something particularly crude on my personal Facebook. Emily R., we embrace you. You used Pumpkin Pounder for Pleasure Barge, which I thought was great because that bar is a pleasure barge.
That's right.
That they go on to and pound.
Sadie B. Come here. I'm wrapping my arms around you right now.
We're embracing you. Valerie S., you are embraced.
Yeah, okay, but Valerie S. did a couple of hilarious ones. One, for Queen Bird, she chose red, white, and royal blue because Pez is the queen bird, and she is
Pez is a
correct.
Great queen bird.
Yeah, Pez is an excellent queen bird.
Blair, HB Blair.
Oh, hello,
HB
Blair.
author Blair. This one honestly made me laugh out loud. She read first. Well, this one made me laugh out loud. Second First Impressions by Sally Thorne, because she says, when I was little, I got turtles and frogs confused, and there are tortoises in this book for frogs.
Oh my gosh, it's perfect. Also, Blair said that for boastful floors and French doors, she said, take a hint, Danny Brown, because those floors were mighty boastful after Zach and Danny fucked on them. It's perfect. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Mary DB.
Oh, Mary DB.
We love you. We embrace you. Come into our
embraced.
bosoms. Get in here. Haley S.
I
love this. She read My Fake Rake for Frogs, as many people did, and then wrote, I'm going to be honest. I read this one in February, which was like 10 years ago in 2020 months, and I have barely any memory of what happened in it. But a bunch of people on the Reading Embrace spreadsheet put it in this category, so I'm going to take their word for it. So Haley S. straight up cheated. Like, she looked at other people's answers and then wrote it in for her answer.
Get it, girl. You're embraced.
Yes, you are embraced. Baby girl Jackie.
Baby girl Jackie. Oh, my Mike Bunny.
Baby love, baby girl Jackie, my Mike Bunny. She was able to fit Duke I'd Like to F, DILF, Duke I'd Like to Fuck, however you say that title, into 12 of the 20 categories. And for that, we embrace you.
That's right. You're embraced.
Okay. Listen, Cassidy L.
Yes.
Who is my real life friend.
Okay.
You met Cassidy, I think, at my wedding.
Okay.
I, until starting this podcast, had no idea that Cassidy L., my real life cinnamon roll friend, was a romance reader.
Oh!
And then I found out through the podcast that he is a prolific romance reader and has read romance forever. And he introduced me to R. Cooper and TJ Klune, who we haven't been able to do any books yet. Mostly, TJ Klune writes these very long books and was in this publishing issue where there weren't any print books. It's a whole thing. But he introduced me to like all these new, beautiful, wonderful books. And he texted me like a few maybe weeks ago and said, hey, I wanted to ask you if you knew about this book, Earth Fathers Are Weird by Lynn Gala, because he was reading it for Octopus Tentacles, because one of the heroes in the book is like literally a squid, I want to say, or like it's a real like monster tentacle book. Because he was doing the embrace, and he's like my real life friend, and it just touched my heart so much that he was doing the embrace, like really doing it too, like trying to find books to fit the categories. And then he sent us an email that had all the explanations of all the books that were so well thought out. I just love him so much. And then when I got done like totaling all of the people last night that had done the embrace, I didn't see him. And so I texted him like, Cassidy, did you send us our thing? And he's like, yeah, I sent it to you on December 1st. And I looked and couldn't find it. And then I opened up our spam and I found not only Cassidy, but I found several others.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Cassidy, for being my friend. And in such a way that I noticed that your embrace was not here because of you, we found Jen W. We embrace you. You went to our spam. We're so glad we found you. Alexandra, come into our bosoms.
Come here.
We found you in our spams. Karen B., we love you. We embrace you.
Karen B.
You jammed When She Purrs by Ruby Dixon into every category at 2 a.m. on Christmas Day, which was the deadline.
And we love you for it.
We embrace you.
I'm actually we're going to do a whole Patreon where I talk about, because it's fate. I just read When She Purrs like 3 days ago, randomly. It was like, I was like, wait, Ruby Dixon has a Rizdiverse? What the fuck is a Rizdiverse? And so
What is a Rizdiverse?
Yeah, so I just chose When She Purrs. I'll tell you on Patreon.
Okay, sorry. Okay.
And so, yeah, I'm going to let you know what I think about each category, and I think she nailed it.
Liz S., Elizabeth S.
Yeah.
We love you.
We embrace you.
Lauren G. We love you. We embrace you.
Oh my gosh.
Misty H.L. These names touch my heart. I love you guys. We embrace you. Nina C. Embraced.
Hey, girl.
Brianna S. We embrace you.
Oh, we embrace
Tanya
you.
GM. You have been embraced.
Yes.
Robin J.
Hey, Robin.
Hey, Robin. You filled out the spreadsheet in the HB Geriatric Friendship Cult, which meant that we didn't get explanations for what your things were. And for faves are problematic, you just wrote the word cow sex. Now, I saw that, and then I put into my browser, Google. I Googled cow sex book.
Cow sex romance novel.
And I will say, Robin J., that I did not find one. I found nary a book called Cow Sex, nor a romance novel about cow sex. Is it just one of your faves?
Can you illuminate us?
What's going on, Robin? Why cow sex? Let us know. But regardless, we embrace you.
You are so embraced. Enthusiastic
Whether or not one
embrace.
of your faves is cow sex, we embrace you. As long as everyone is consenting.
That's right. The cows technically
is a
can't
consenting
consent,
adult.
so.
Not like that baby Triceratops
right.
that time.
No, that wouldn't be good.
That was probably a small adult.
It was, right.
We discussed it previously.
You know.
Pygmy adult Triceratops. It was old enough to consent. Wow, we have a interesting show. Heather E., we embrace you. We salute you. Lisa L. read a book called Persuasion, Captain Wentworth, and the Crackling Cornbread for Competency Boner, and I like the title of that book, so I wanted to say it out loud.
There you go.
Katie R. Katie with 2 E's, R.
Oh, wow.
We embrace you. We salute you. We cannot fucking believe you did the HB Reading Embrace.
You're incredible.
Wow. You're a celebrity. Welcome. We embrace you.
Yeah.
Summer N.
Oh,
you have been embraced.
Oh.
Megan L.
Megan L.
Hugs all around.
That's right.
Emily Z. read Her Amphibian Lover, King of the Shifters by Eva Roche Posey for frogs. And for that, we salute her.
Wow.
She found, I think, the froggiest book of
She
anyone.
did it.
Yep. Stephanie A. read a book called Pizza Famous for I'm a Waitress.
Hell
and
yes.
I really like the title of that book. Lori K.A. Lori K.A. for the HB author category just wrote Another Wolf Bite My Butt with no author name, did not specify the author.
That's Juno Sunbear.
Is it?
Yeah, that's Juno Sunbear.
Oh, okay. I put that in the outline because I was like, hey, ladies and gents and everyone, if you wrote Another Wolf Bite My Butt, please stand up.
I think it's actually Another Werewolf Bites My Butt, but, you know,
okay.
Really doesn't.
Now that you say that, that does ring a bell. In the off chance that Lori K.A. did not mean Another Werewolf Bites My Butt, she actually meant Another Wolf Bite My Butt.
Tell us.
Will the real Slim Shady please stand up? Like, I want to read that fanfic. Because to me it sounds like a command. Like, another wolf bite this butt.
Right
Get
now.
in here. Bite it. That's what it sounds like to me.
Woo.
All right. Hey, Jess E.
Jess.
We embrace you.
We embrace you.
Amanda P.
Yes.
We embrace you. It's crazy to me how many of these names I'm like, oh yeah, I know her.
I know her.
I feel like almost all of them. Where were we?
Amanda
Did we say
T.
Amanda P?
No.
Hannah T.
Amanda
Eden
P.
E. Amanda P.
Sorry.
Who are we?
We embrace all of y'all.
We embrace all you guys. Hannah T. Eden E. Jillian G.
Yes.
You are embraced. Abigail T.
Abigail.
Embraced.
So embraced.
Amy G.
Amy G.
You are embraced. Patricia B. M. You are embraced.
Oh.
And you also
You're so
read...
embraced.
Yes. You read Not Pounded by the Romance Wranglers of America because their new leadership is from the depths of the endless cosmic void by Chuck Tingle, which is about a hypnotized RWA employee that gets possessed by the cosmic void and then sprouts tentacles.
It's perfect.
For octopus tentacles.
There we go.
So, good job, Patricia.
You nailed
BM. Tamara L. You are embraced.
Yes, we embrace you.
Tara S. Come into our bosoms.
That's right.
Catherine A. You read Hot and Badgered, which is about a badger shifter. It was a book
Isn't that
was
Stephanie
recommended by Karen
or
Kiley.
A Lawrenceston book?
Maybe.
I think.
Yes, it is. It's a Shelley Lawrenston book.
Yeah.
You read Hot and Badgered by Shelley Lawrenston. 4 frogs.
We would like to know.
Was there frogs?
Or was there...
Or were you saying
or did you
badgers are an animal?
Get confused frogs and badgers. did you
do that when you were a kid? Confuse 2 totally separate animals. That would be great. Oh. Emily BW, you're embraced. Oh my God, there's so many.
I know.
Okay. Nancy W, you're embraced.
That's right.
Kristen G, we love you. You're the best.
That's right.
Lisa S actually read The Covert Captain for Frogs, so I just wanted to salute her for actually
Lisa, that was some elbow grease, in my opinion. Yeah.
Listen, Lyndon B also read Earth Fathers Are Weird by Lynn Gala.
Wow.
So, like, Cassidy, if you need somebody to talk to about that book, Lyndon B read it.
Lyndon B.
Chelsea K.
You're embraced.
You're embraced.
Jen G.
Amanda R.
You did it.
Oh, God. I'm so glad you said Jen G because I almost skipped her on the list.
Gosh.
Jen G. You did it.
Yeah.
Amanda R. Embraced.
Sheridan H. Wow, you showed up for this and you did it.
You did it.
Amy S. Half of the list was Nicola Davidson, and I dig that so hard.
We dig it.
I love me a Nicola Davidson. Jen W., come right over here because I got 2 arms and I'm trying to hug you.
You should be reading these. I don't know why I am. You're so much better at it.
Katrin A, I might give you a noogie when I hug you.
What?
Deandra S, boy, do I just want to wrap my tentacles around you and make you draw something for me because you are embraced. Jenny H.
Jenny H, we want you to run at us as fast as you can and wrap your legs around us bachelor style when we embrace you, which is now.
Danielle C, I'm going to foot walk my fingers around your shoulders before I embrace you. It's like a tiny massage before I actually give you a hug.
What a weird thing for you to say to poor Danielle C. Joanna S, here's the thing.
Hey, Joanna.
Are you Joanna Shoop? Are you Joanna Shoop? Because we don't know, because you said Joanna S, but like, what if you're Joanna Shoop? We just want to know.
If you're not, you are just as amazing and wonderful, and we embrace you equally. But
yes, we would embrace you just as hard.
If you are a Joanna Shoop, just like
holler.
Just like send a smoke signal or something. It's fine.
Yeah, like just let us know.
Yeah,
that you're Joanna Shoop.
Sarah L, I'm gonna give you a big giant snuggle, and I cannot wait. Melissa B, it's gonna be a bear hug for you. Katrin D, Katrin D, Erin's gonna try to one arm hug you, and I'm gonna say no. It's a group hug. Here we go.
It is Susanna.
Okay.
I looked at it. It could be her typo, but that is what she wrote.
Okay. Susanna H, I'm into it. I'm consenting. Here we go. I'm going to hug you. Are you okay with that too? Let me know.
Why did I ever read any name? Jen LP, we're going to hug you. We're going to lift you off the ground. We're going to spin around.
Yeah, we are. Lee B, I cannot wait. I'm gonna fireman carry you to a more comfy location, and then we're gonna embrace. It's gonna be great.
Sierra T read your book. She used All at Once by Brill Harper for I'm a Waitress.
Oh my gosh, Sierra T.
She wasn't the only one. There were several people that read All at Once by Brill Harper. Or listened to.
Or maybe listened to it because I narrated it. Woo. Check it out on Audible. It's very exciting. Alyssa G, I cannot wait to give you one of those like hand rubs in a circular motion on your back, while we embrace.
Totally.
Where was I? Oh, that was Alyssa G, right? Okay. All right.
You guys, I'm so tired.
All right.
There's so many much more names, but we can do it, and we embrace you all equally.
We do.
We're sorry we're tired now. But we're embracing you.
I can't believe this community showed up like this, honestly.
Some of the best embraces are sleepy ones.
Oh, isn't that just truth?
It's true.
Wow. All right. Did I already say Kelsey C?
Kelsey C.
Oh.
We're sleepy, but we're here.
Oh, we're
falling asleep in that nook in your shoulder, and you're embraced.
That's right. Jamie K, you can have the nook in my shoulder. Come here.
Aww.
We got this.
Yeah.
All right. Caroline D, we are so excited to we're gonna get weird with it, Caroline. We're gonna do a ring around the rosy, and then we're gonna fall down, and then we're gonna embrace, and it's gonna be great.
That was weird. Yeah.
I know, right? Yeah. I'm grasping at straws.
Yeah.
Jennifer B,
we're gonna give you a hug. We're hugging you.
We're hugging you, yeah.
Katie B, you're embraced. You're embraced. Erin D, also embraced. Ashley S, what a big embrace.
What a big hug we're giving you.
What a hug. Harmony B used Harry Potter for her phase of problematic, which I thought was very funny.
That is wonderful. Erica C, we're going to give you a hug, and I might sling a leg around you.
Yeah. Also, she read a book called The Murderbot Diaries. What's that about? What's your deal?
I like
What's murder bots?
I would
like
know.
To know about sex with a murder bot.
There you go.
Just putting it out there. Let us know about it.
Stassi A, I'm going to give you the choice. Stassi, I don't know. Hello.
We embrace both of you.
Yes, that's right. And I'm going to give you a choice. Big spoon, little spoon. We'll embrace whatever way you want.
Hey, Stacey Stassi. If your name is Stacy, Make an alter ego named Stassi.
Oh, yeah.
If your name is Stassi,
she
make
does
an alter
all the
ego
bad
named
shit.
Stacy.
Yeah.
And then just like let loose,
Ooh,
you know?
That's
what we say to you.
You got some pent up energy, Stacy? Stassi's going to take care of that for you.
Exactly.
All right, Rebecca A. Here we go. Come here. Come here right now. I'm ready. I'm wearing a really comfy, cozy sweater, and you're getting embraced. Kristen K. I hope. I've been gearing up for this hug all year, Kristen K. So really? We're doing it. Here we go.
Yeah.
Danielle L.
We're embracing you.
We're embracing you.
We're going to do, you know what? We're going to embrace you safely wearing a mask. That's what we're going to do.
Oh my gosh. I mean, we've been wearing masks this whole time, of course.
Yeah, this whole time. Yeah. But we just want to highlight that's the case.
Absolutely.
When it comes to Danielle L.
Most certainly. Stephanie H., we like you. We're thankful you showed up, and we're embracing you. There you go.
That's it. That's everybody who did the embrace.
Yes.
And emailed us or filled out the whole spreadsheet.
That's the one.
Somerset W.
Hey,
you were late.
Oh, you're embraced. Get out of here, Erin.
You were late.
Get out of here with your rule book.
But in the spirit of heaving bosoms, we're late too sometimes, Somerset. You were embraced.
You are embraced. Okay, I also have to do a couple other ones.
Okay.
One, Ushma, moderator and friend of our hearts, Ushma P. She read more than 159 books this year. Not all romance. What? But
did not do the
embrace. But you know what, Ushma? I don't care if you're... I'm going to embrace you. I saw all your effort. I talked to you about books this year. You're getting embraced. You're
getting embraced, Ushma. I just think it's really funny that she didn't do the reading embrace. That's right. She read all those books.
Also, @readerbynight_ on Instagram missed the deadline. However, she said that she surpassed last year's goal of 300.
What?
And then she said, I might have read something to fit each category. A reader by night whose name is Somerset.
Bitch. It's Somerset.
It's Somerset.
She did. She sent us a whole list. She sent us a whole thing.
Oh, great. Well, here we go. That's wonderful.
All right. Okay. Are you ready for some honorable mentions?
Honorable mention number 1.
These are the people. We're just going to list them.
Okay.
You guys are getting fully embraced.
Yeah.
You started the reading embrace by filling out at least one book on the spreadsheet. These people read between 1 and 19.
Mm-hmm.
Or, some people put more than one book. It did between 1 and 19 categories.
Sure.
They almost made the full embrace.
Perfect.
All right. Are you ready?
Here we go.
Just
imagine that there's a warm, cozy hug going around to all of you.
Yes.
Each one of you. Go ahead, Erin.
Big group hug. Charlie M. Kristen L. Jenny Nah. That's how she put her thing in.
Ness.
Lauren E. Nicole C. Mariana L. Sarah B. Whitney T. Sabrina B.
Oh, hey, girl.
Brittany T. MC. Isn't it surprising how many names you recognize? There's
like
300 names on this thing. Okay. MC. Amy R. Nav K. Nav K? Nav K? Nav K. Okay. Sarah C. Paula P. Ashley T. Tori L. Kate E. Holly F. Charity K. Emily J. Laura E. Or Lara. Laura E.
I would say Lara, like Croft.
We're sorry if we're pronouncing your name wrong. We're sorry. Catherine D. Shannon F. Natalie C. Charnay J. Linda W. What?
I'm just excited.
Do you know Linda W?
I think so.
Laura or Lara C. April W. Bridget A. Kate W. Ashley M. Jean N. Wednesday J. Abby G. Tommy O. Shannon R. Laura Lee C. Kara W. Angie F. Roxanne R. and Claudia D.
You're embraced so hard.
All right. Now it is my very favorite list of the reading embrace. These ladies put their name on the spreadsheet, but then did not read one book for the reading embrace. Big 0 at the top of their spreadsheet.
Oh, you're getting
They put their name on it. So these are people who at the beginning of 2020 said, you know what? I'm going to do that reading embrace this year. And then did not fill in one thing. for the Reading Embrace.
Gosh, that's so my energy.
And you will see how many of these women on this list are our most active and participatory HB listeners. These are people, like, most of the women in this list are people I've met, like, in real life or talked to regularly, which makes me laugh so hard. Okay. These are people who did not read any books for the Reading Embrace. We embrace you.
We embrace you.
Joanne C., Abby M., Fanny, Sabah. We did this last year.
We did it
God,
last
how
year.
did we not figure out?
Bless America. I'm so
Guys,
sorry.
We know you in print is the problem.
Yeah.
Sabah, we embrace you. Tiffany S., Sephora B.,
Hey,
Sephora B.,
Sephora.
Emily T., Ushma.
Hey, Ushma.
Ushma put her name on the thing, then went and read 300 fucking books and then didn't fill it out. Jennifer S.
Jennifer, I know you read a
Shannon
book. You're
R.
embraced.
Oh, wait. Shannon R. may have been up there. She may have emailed us. I don't know. We embrace you. We may have embraced you twice. Jenica, Anna N., Amber M., Jocelyn A., Devon S., Ninoska S., Becky T., Jessica R., Lena, Anna L., Katie W., Winona L., Julia D., Daniela V., Jordan T., Marty O. M., Charlotte B., Aubrey L., Brandon W. H., Jesse K. Isn't it funny?
Yes.
Laura W., Sydney R., Rosalind G., I don't know if it's Caitlin F or Kaylin F.
It's Kaylin.
Okay. Because it could have been Caitlin and I misspelled it.
Oh.
Typo-wise.
Wow.
Caitlin and Kaylin F. We embrace you.
Yeah.
Whoever you are in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Catherine E. Devin C. Justin C. Nick C. And Natalie M.M.
I'm into it.
You bitch.
Also, I have one more name to add to our embrace because I don't remember exactly what the exchange was, but she was like, I completely forgot about the Reading Embrace for 2020. So when are you going to post it for 2021? And you know what? Catsy, we embrace you.
We embrace you.
We know you read books in 2020 and we embrace you so hard.
We embrace you.
Man. Oh, wait. I have to do a couple more funny ones that I didn't get to. All right. Michelle L. said that Gifting Me to His Best Friend by Katie Robert was in the One True Chris category because One True Christmas. And I love it so hard.
Uh-huh.
And she also said that Queen Takes Rose by Katie Robert for Queen Bird because Malone is Queen. But I would actually say the power couple of Aurora and Malone is definitely Queen Bird because Aurora's got all the plumage, Malone's got all the beaks.
Two people together can make a Queen Bird.
Hell yeah. Allie F. said for I'm a Waitress, she said, you had me at Hola by Alexis Daria because you're not an actor if you haven't logged at least a few years waiting tables.
Yep.
Oh, and then she said American Dreamer by Adriana Herrera for Pleasure Barge because a food truck is kind of like a land version of a barge. And so a delicious Afro-Caribbean food truck equal pleasure barge. And Allie,
food trucks
I salute
are
you.
Pleasure barges.
Hell yes, they are.
That is smart. Oh my God, you guys. What an embrace.
What an embrace this year.
My throat is raw. We had too many of you participated.
I love it.
Next year, back off a little.
No, don't you dare. Come in here.
Come in here.
Come here. Nuzzle on my neck while I embrace you. It'll be great.
What an embrace.
Seriously, though, the emails that I read.
The emails were so good.
They were like so heartwarming and soul affirming and effort affirming.
It's just a lot of them were like personal. And so I didn't know if we should read them.
Or
so
a lot of them were like, saying nice things about us. And like, we don't want to. Come on. I don't want to read that.
No, we do that on our Podiversary episode.
That's true.
We're not going to do it twice.
It's true. Yeah, so thank you all for the emails. Thank you for participating. Thank you for listening. Thank you for just like showing up and being awesome Romance Landia folks, being HBs, doing this wonderful thing with us.
Thank you for becoming the HB authors that people read this year. Oh my gosh. You know?
Yeah.
Like, isn't that cool that like Lauren Connolly and Blair Lee and like isn't it cool?
Sarah
like,
Whitney. Rebel Carter.
Man.
Just all of them. Man. Yeah, thank you for all of you who wrote books out there. Even the ones that weren't included in this one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
To think that we started this podcast basically because I started reading the O'Malleys again and then got the idea to do a romance podcast because how much I loved Katie Roberts' O'Malley series. Like, basically, like, that's what got me back into romance reading, which got me the idea, which got it, like, is the chain reaction that gets us here. And now so many of these people read Katie Robert books for this thing. And then she did the Embrace. It just kind of blows my mind.
I know.
I would say top authors were hands down Katie Robert and Christina Lauren for the Embrace.
Yeah, I would definitely say that.
A lot of Christina Lauren, a lot of Katie Robert.
And well deserved. Man.
Yeah.
So thank you guys. You're incredible.
We embrace you.
We embrace you so hard. Erin, I embrace you.
I embrace you. You know what I embrace?
Yeah.
Taking a little snoozer for January because that's what we're
gonna do a snoozer.
We're gonna take a nap. We're sleepy.
We're sleepy. We're gonna take a month to read whatever the fuck we want.
We're gonna read things that we want to read.
That's right.
Or you know what? Nothing.
Or nothing.
Maybe we read nothing.
Who knows?
The world is our oyster.
That's right. So the month of January, maybe the first week of February, we're not gonna be on.
We'll figure it out.
It's either 3 or 4 weeks.
I can't remember. We'll let you know.
So check out our social media. We'll definitely give you a firm schedule on our social medias. Those are Instagram is at Heaving Bosoms. Twitter is at Heaving_Bosoms. You can find us on Facebook. Just Google our names. It's like at Heaving Bosoms or something. And then the Geriatric Friendship Cult is an absolute delight and a wonderful place to be and hang out. And then
after this episode comes up, you can go on to the Heaving Bosoms website, heavingbosoms.com. And when you click extras, you can scroll down to Reading Embrace 2021 and you will see all our new categories.
Oh, pew,
and
pew,
you can start, if you listen to this jealously because other people got embraced and you did not we did embrace you, but we didn't explicitly embrace you by saying your name. You can do it next year.
Oh. Very exciting.
You can do it by watching one movie and emailing us at 2 a.m. on Christmas. That's
bonus points if it's funny, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I love you.
I love you. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, you. Yes, listener, you. Are you loving the show? If so, please leave a rating and review in your podcast app. The 90 seconds you take to say something nice not only helps new people find the show, but it makes me super smile over at HBHQ. Also, I've had a few people ask, and the answer is yes. We are still doing the 5-star bribe. If you leave us a review with 5 stars, then we'll do whatever book you want. We're real deep into the list, though, so it might be a while. Lilas! Okay, back to the show.